Alright, welcome back. This is Dog. As I am sure most of you know, we now have a video for Yama. I've yet to watch it yet, so I've not seen it. So thought I'd watch it with you here on this video for the first time. We got the message yesterday on the forum that the video was coming, and it actually did get posted up earlier today. So we now have the Yama trailer. So yeah, let's watch it. Let's see what we can learn from this trailer. I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, yeah, I just don't want this to be... Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards. Let's see what it looks like.
Как за речкой, за рекой ютица гуляла, как за речкой, за рекой ютица гуляла. На меня, на красную девку, напрасно сказала, на меня, на красную девку, напрасно сказала. А я красная девица, всю ночку не спала. А я красная девица, всю ночку не спала.
Wait, that's a big deal.
Я всю ночушку не спала, друга наряжала. Я всю ночушку не спала, друга наряжала.
Lots of questions. So I have lots of questions. All right, so I think it's hard in a video like this. Let's just mute it for a second here. To like the difference between a place like Balaya, right, and that size, versus somewhere like Tunguska, right, the newest river we had, and how big Tunguska is. I think it would be hard to hide the difference in that if you're doing this type of flyover video, right? This appears to be pretty large to me. Now, we're not seeing any boats, at least that I have seen. I wish we could zoom in up there a little bit. So it definitely begs the question, are we going to have access to boats? I mean, it's any type of boat on this. If it is as big as it appears from the video, you would hate to not have a boat, in the sense that there's going to be so much of the water that you just won't be able to efficiently access if you're stuck on the shoreline. But I don't know. And this was such an interesting part of the video to me. I was like looking at this, trying to grasp, you always wonder, again, the question of is there boats or not. You always wonder, like, okay, which land are we walking on? You assume it's this in the middle, right? Because you're fishing this water, and then there's water over there as well. But how does all the land connect? It's just going to be really interesting. The most significant part of the video to me was seeing those fish swim in the water. Okay, now we get our first view of camp. But just to finish my thought on the fish in the water, like, is that something new, as in, are they moving towards introducing the ability to see fish swimming in the water? Or is that almost like the bears walking? Is that just a prescribed event that happens every once in a while in the same place? that actually has nothing to do with fish activity in the water, but just has to do with a prescribed event that occurs on the server. Do you know what I mean? So that will be really interesting. I mean, is there anything to say about the camp? I think when we get that final shot of the camp, we can kind of talk about, you know, is there an extra store? Is there something that maybe looks like fly fishing? I don't know. What is this over here? It looks like something is holding, maybe that's something holding that tent up. I assume that we won't be able to interact with the helicopter. Okay, so again, why are there bears walking? You know, will we be able to pet the bears? Is this actually somewhere we can go? Or maybe this land is somewhere we can't go? I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to have bears walking, especially if it's somewhere where we're going to be walking, but could be cool, I guess. Mama bear leading her cub. It's very cute. And now we get the picture of the salmonoids. I think that's what those are. I can't remember the specific species. I know we've talked about them in the leading up to this new river, but it's 3 together. Why do I feel like that's just a prescribed like event that happens? And oh, it's way more than 3. Looks like it's at least 5. I just don't know. Right? I mean, it would be a huge change of direction for all of a sudden for us to be able to see fish in the water and then target them, right? That's just not how the game's programmed. At least that's my understanding. The fish spawn in after you are actually fishing for them based on what you're using to fish for them. I think that's correct. So yeah, you know, seeing fish swim in the water like that probably is more of a like prescribed event more than a change of pace of like programming, but who knows? Okay. So we get the close-ups. I don't know that the tents ever necessarily give you an indication of what they are based on how they look, at least at Belaya. Obviously, this is the cooking thing, right? The drying rack. So we've got, you know, what's this here? Is that a little tackle box? I wish I could see that sign a little better. I'm not sure what's on that sign, but you know, these signs may give you an indication of what's in the tent. This maybe is groceries. I'm just guessing, but you know, that kind of looks like something that would be grocery related. This looks more like tackle of some type to me, what's sitting outside that place. And here's the rest of the cooking stuff here. There's the guitar. Yet another sign. Okay, so it looks to me like all of the signs have the same picture on them. And maybe it's just a different title underneath the picture. There's just a lot of tents. I feel like there's more tents than normal in terms of if you can interact with all these tents. Again, this might be groceries. If you can interact with all these tents, surely that's like 1 or 2 more than how many you can interact with at Belaya. Unless I'm just remembering wrong. I could log in and look at Belaya, but kind of cool here, I guess. So not knowing what all you can do inside here, it appears as though there are, 8 tents that may or may not all be interactable. Oh, I forgot there was another view. Another picture. Okay, so that looks like, is that structure over there? Is that some sort of building? This to me looks like the picture we saw in the, what was it? Was it the Yama News? No. That's the most recent one. Development update, Yama River. I think what we're looking at in the video right now looks a lot like this, right? Isn't it weird how, yeah, that is the same spot. There are those flags right in front of the tent section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that is the same number of tents. it just looks to me like there's some stuff in the background over there that's not just trees. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot bigger than Balaya. Based on this video, I think this is going to be a pretty big map. But I do think there's still a lot of questions in terms of how are we getting around the map? Are we walking everywhere? If we're walking everywhere, based on what I'm seeing in this video, that looks like that might limit how much of the land we have access to, therefore limiting how much of the water we have access to. If we have boat access, then to me, it looks like it's going to be a really big map. A really big map. And then, of course, the elephant in the room that's not ever been... By the way, here's the RF4 YouTube page. I've never gone back and looked at this. I'm going to have to do this sometime. Maybe we'll make a video of this, but this was like 2014 early gameplay demo. I mean, how cool is that? We got to go back. We'll do a video of that sometime. That just looks so much fun. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought there. If there's boat access, it'll be pretty big. Elephant in the room. That's what I was going to say. Elephant in the room is, are we getting fly fishing with this update? You know, of course, there's a lot of, I think, educated guesses saying that we will be, but that's never been confirmed. And now we've had the flyover video, and in the past, flyover video, you can look back at patch notes. You can go through and line those up with the dates of the flyover video. But I'm pretty sure 1 to 2 weeks on average, flyover video comes out. The new body of water comes out within 1 to 2 weeks, pretty consistently. So now that we have the flyover video, in my mind, that is announcing that Yama will be coming out very soon. It could be totally wrong. This could be the time they wait 3 months, but you know, that's sort of what my expectation is. So once we get Yama and we get the patch notes, what else is coming? Is fly fishing actually going to be a part of this? How else is the game going to change? So those are the exciting questions that have yet to be answered. But as always, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching this Yama video flyover with me. And I'm sure you had already seen it, but I was glad to be able to watch it for the first time with you all today. So let me know what you think of the video. If this is kind of what you were expecting, as I think it sort of is what I was expecting for the most part. If there's anything that got you particularly excited or nervous about the video. And yeah, I will see you later on. Thanks for the support. Peace out.